Shalom, shalom, shalom. The water for logging in here with us at Wednesday Wisdom Edition. We got part 2 of the why it ain't pop up? Part 2 of Modern Day Woman. We coming at you live here at the Light of Zion headquarters. So thank you for logging in. We're a little late today. We had some stuff running down. Had to get right at the school, but everything is right. Again, I'm your Captain Reception One. I have with me
Officer Asher.
So we about to dive into this again, dealing with the modern day woman. We had a powerful class last week. We got to bring out a powerful class again this week, dealing with everything. Let's see. Boom. There we go. There we go. There we go. As you see, we got the ticket coming to the bottom. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Always logging in with your boy. And as we brought out last week, dealing with this modern day woman, we got to dive into some more things dealing with the modern day woman when we bringing out these scriptures. We might have a couple of videos playing in the background to see what's going on. I'm about to put the I'm about to share the link. So if anybody want to log in with us and come on and we're gonna discuss it. The modern day woman. Let me copy this real quick. Copy the clipboard. Where's my what you call it at? Do comments. Shalom, Fred. How you doing? El Yasharala. Oh, where's that? Oh, I'm trying to invite. Copy. Paste. There we go. We got the link in the subscription. So if you do have StreamYard, you can log in, and I'm gonna share it with you. We're gonna go split screen, and we want to discuss this, the modern day woman. Without further delay, let's dive into it real quick. Quick announcements. As you know, every Tuesday we got that Bring It Out show that you need to log in with us here at 6:30, 7 o'clock. And we talk about hot topics. Hey, forget your breakfast club. We got the new breakfast club in the building, and it's all about the Mizraelites. And we do have the music being played by Baruch on the fours and ones, and he's going to be spinning them records. What you got?
Oh, and also for the brothers that may be watching and the sisters, there also is a sisters class that's that be on once a month. I think it's once a month on Mondays, on a Monday.
Okay.
That first Monday. So that's I just wanted to put that out there for the sisters because there is a class for y'all as well. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So Mondays we got the sister class once a month. We're going to get the information on our community board. So right. Stay tuned for that information so you can get information. We got powerful sisters running that class.
Right.
And it's sisters, you feel me? It's the sisters gathering together, bringing out these scriptures, coming to the understanding of this truth. Also, that's on Monday. Tuesday, like I was saying, to bring that out show. Wednesday, we got Wednesday Wisdom class here with me. Thursday, we got soldier class here at the school. We don't post anything online with that one, but you can always come to the school here at 2937 West Broad Boulevard. You can come in as men, the children, and when I say the children, meaning the sons, the buns, so we can get the understanding of what the Most High wants us to do, being part of this army. Friday, we got the history class with Monatazak and Elder Bishop Lapalau as they dive into the history of Israel. If you don't know where you're going, if you don't know where you came from, how do you know where you're going? Right. So always tune into that, get the understanding of the history of the scriptures, so you can dive into that. Saturday, the Shabbat. We got Shabbat services here at headquarters, Lee County, Treasure Coast, Miami-Dade, and Georgia.
And don't forget, soon there will be a not Lee County, but LOZ Haiti.
I know, but
you say Haiti?
Not yet.
Oh,
relax. I got it. So again, I'm about to.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Shabbat service here at headquarters, Lee County, Miami-Dade, and Georgia. All those classes start at 12 p.m. Treasure Coast starts at 1 p.m. But like he was saying, we soon will have a LOZ Haiti. So those that are in Haiti, we're going to have brothers down there speaking in the Creole, having the Creole classes coming to you live in Haiti. And most high willing, we can have one set up even in Alabama, where my brother Emmanuel be logging in from. Yeah, I'm just throwing that out there to the. I don't know if he logged in yet, but most high willing, we can get something out there. Hopefully, we can get something with Brother Richard up in New York with LOZ. That's a powerful brother as well. We try to build him up in his truth. He know them scripts as well. So most high willing, we can start something there as well. Hey, and even with my brother down in Texas, Bezalel. I think I pronounced it right, Bezalel. Hopefully that brother there can get it right and not get it right, but get built up in this truth as well. And we can have one in Texas, you feel me? Over there in Killeen, Texas. So most high willing, hey, it's all in the most high's will if it's able to pop off. The harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. So all I can do is just put a bug in certain brothers' ear and see what happens from that and see what comes from that. But without further delay, let's get it started. Let's dive into it. There, let me get to my scripts. Let's dive into it. You got Colossians 3:17. Okay. Get up for that, guy. Colossians chapter 3, verse 17. Let's get it.
It's the book of Colossians chapter 3, verse 17. And whatsoever you do in word or deed, do all in the name of the Other One, Yahweh Shai, giving thanks to the Other One and the Father by him.
So whatever we do in our words and our deeds, we always going to give thanks to the power that's in heaven in the name of a Mashiach Yahweh Shai, who the world inwardly calls Jesus Christ. So like I was saying, last week we was bringing it out, dealing with the modern day woman. A lot of information came out. We dove into a lot of scriptures, but we about to dive back into Sirach and get the understanding coming out of there. But should we start? Yeah, let's start there. What we left off in 26? I forget. Let me see. I forget where we left off at. I believe
we was on the side right. I think it's 28, verse 13.
We're going to go to start at verse 19. Yeah. Verse 19, Sirach chapter 26 and verse 19. We're going to get that there coming out. As you see again, we got the ticker symbol at the bottom. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Always hit that thumb up button when you come into the class, logging in. It costs nothing to smash that like button. But go ahead and smash that like and even share it to other platforms. But let's dive into it.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 26, verse 19.
Come.
My son, keep the flower of thine age sound, and give not thy strength to strangers.
Say that again.
Give not thy strength to strangers.
And we're not going to give our strength to strangers, to other nations. And at the very beginning part, it said, my son, keep the flower of thine age sound. I know people talk about the woman has her flower, but so does the man. His virginity, his strength. We're not supposed to give that away to all willy-nilly. The men and our sisters are not supposed to be going around acting like whores. I understand we teach you that a man can't have multiple wives, but that don't mean the man go around and just try out every I ain't gonna say that word, try out every woman's flower. You feel me? He's not supposed to whore himself out as well. Grab that precept for me real quick in Deuteronomy 23:16. I believe that's it. Let me see. Deuteronomy 23, verse 16. Let me see if that's it. Dang, oh, 16. Nah, that ain't it. 22:16.
The damsel father shall say to the elders. No, not it.
Real quick. Not before our daughters, sodomite stern. I had it in my mind, it escaped me just that quick. But we're not good. You looking for it from me?
Yeah. It's for the men, right?
Yeah, and the woman.
For this you know that no whoremonger, nor unclean person, nor covetous man, nor adulterer hath it in here.
No, it's
Ephesians 5:5?
No, it's in Deuteronomy. It's in Deuteronomy. And the daughters are darn it, skipped my mind real quick. (23:17). Dang, it was one verse down. Yeah, 23:17. That was there.
Oh,
I thought it was 16, but it's 17.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23 and verse 17. there shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel.
Now, only way our sisters can become whores if the young man is laying with them and not wifing them up. So when it goes back into Sirach talking about the son dealing with his flower of his age, he cannot do that to his sister. But keep reading.
Nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel.
And the sons of Israel should not be sodomites. It's just that plain and simple. They should not want another man running up in his behind, nor should another man want to put his rod inside another man's rectum. That's a good, that's a good sound word, rectum.
Man.
So there should be none of that going on amongst the children of Israel. If the other nations want to do it, let the other nations do it. But us as Israelites, we should not dive and indulge into this nonsense that the world got going on right now. So a lot of our sisters out here trying to be men, and some of them even done turned themselves into, a bulldigger, as some might say, a butch, a stud,
a
lumberjack, all this nonsense. Our sisters should not want to be that. But because society has them turned upside down, this is what they became.
Right.
And that's the sad thing. Our men should be holding them positions. We should want to stand up and protect our women. But because of how they got this thing going on, dealing with the modern day woman, a lot of that is them crashed. A lot of that done went down. Now, let's go ahead and jump back. It's a rock.
It's the book.
26:19.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 26, verse 19. My son, keep the flower of thine age sound. Give not thy strength to strangers.
Yep.
When thou hast gotten a fruitful possession through all the field, sow it with thine own seed.
Do what?
Sow it with thine own seed.
Sow it with thy own seed. When you done got something precious, the Most High done gave you a precious wife, sow it with your own seed. That means you go ahead and you lay with that woman, you put your seed into that woman. Keep going.
Trusting in the goodness of thy stock.
Trust in the goodness of your stock. Trusting in your family seed line. If you Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Gad, Reuben, trust in your seed line. Again, that's all 12 tribes. I just named a few. Keep going.
So thy race which thou leavest, so thy race which thou leavest shall be magnified.
So that thy what?
So thy race.
Y'all think the Bible don't talk about race. It is talking about race right there. It's not the race that you're running. That's talking about a seed line, a family, the nation, that it may be great. Keep going.
So thy race, which thou leavest, shall be magnified, having the confidence of their good having the confidence of their good descent. And harlot shall be accounted as spittle.
A what?
A harlot shall be accounted as spittle.
So if you dress like a harlot, more than likely you acting like a harlot. So you should not want to dress what you're not. Right? All these women wearing these scampy clothes, short skirts, and as we brought out last week, as the decades progressed, the dress done got shorter.
Yep.
Y'all done went so far as now you're wearing yoga pants. Wearing yoga pants, but nobody's doing yoga. Y'all got yoga pants on and nobody's doing yoga. Now, mind you,
and it gets even worse that they wear see-through transparent yoga pants where you can see all of their assets.
You see all the assets and all the fubber.
Right.
What is called the fupa? What they call it? That stomach in the stomach. They got the fupa going. And why do our sisters do this to themselves? You know you got a fupa, but yet you're gonna still wear these stretch pants because you saw the white woman do it in Pretty Woman.
A strong, independent woman.
So with your strong independentness, when it comes time, you got to pick something up heavy. Make sure you keep that independence thing going.
Right.
But that shouldn't be, but that's what it is. Because our sisters, you try to ask, hey, you need help. I got it. What you think? And that's the crazy part.
I'm strong.
Man.
But here's the thing, where I was, me and the brothers talking about, it's okay for a woman to be strong. It's good for a woman to be strong, but don't be strong towards your man. That's where the difference is. A lot of our women want to be strong, powerful women, but when it comes to the man, they also want to buck up or be strong against him. No, your defenses should be down for him, but everybody else you should be strong towards. But you know how the way that society has played the roles for the man and the woman. They make the woman seem like she has to be strong 24/7. She has to be on her own and independent in this society, which is not the case when it comes to these scriptures. A woman should be dependent upon her man.
Always do that. But a lot of them like, no, I can't do that. I can't be submissive. But mind you,
I'll be submissive when I'm married.
oh, if he got enough money, I'll be submissive.
Yes, I'll be submissive then. When he got enough money, he got over 6 figures in his bank account, then I'm gonna be submissive. How can and that's pure foolishness. How can you be submissive? How can you be submissive when he got money, but you're not practicing submissiveness even before that? It makes no sense. It don't add up. You know, like that's pure folly and pure foolishness and straight up hypocrisy.
I'm trying to find this video that I came across today. I'm trying to see what account I was logged into when I watched it. I do not remember what account I was logged into.
What?
When I saw this video. And I don't got my other account up here because I think I was logged in up under that one. It was the sister, right? I can't even call her a sister, you feel me? I believe she was she probably was from another nation. That's what it looked like. I ain't gonna lie, that's what it really looked like. Let me see if I can find it real quick. She looked like she was from another nation. Mm-hmm. She was talking about how she done got her husband. There's a lady asking her about a ring. Let me see. So, because the lady done got her a ring, and they mad at her, and they commented all on this lady page, talking about it was sad that you did this, and you shouldn't want to do that. Hey, is that it? No, that ain't it. But God darn it, man.
Man, I should have grabbed that book that Kadash had.
Which one?
It's about the guide to understanding the black woman.
Yeah.
I should have got that book from him.
And I was supposed to go get that book from him because that book alone would teach a lot of things.
And mind you, there was a lot of women that bucked up against that book. A lot of women had an issue with that book because it was breaking down the whole system or the game that they played while trying to deal with a man. You know what I'm saying? Like it gives them that, it breaks down everything of why the woman thinks the way or why the modern day woman thinks the way they think. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I can't. Oh, there it go right there. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High.
You want to put it up on the screen?
Yeah, I'm going to put it up on the screen. I just found it.
Cool.
Dismiss this. Let's skip that. Now, I'm glad I just got this part and I don't got the in the midst of it. Let's see, share screen. Share screen. Darn it. Look at that. Am I gay? Why that popped up with it?
That's funny. That's crazy.
Why that popped up with it?
And I got another point too for that sodomite that you that scripture you just pulled out too.
Now tell me if I love my husband. And how did you get the awesome job? Well, I became a better human being, and I became feminine and also shocking, submissive. So
wait, let's read that again. Let's play that back.
And how did you get that awesome job? Well, I became a better human being, and I became feminine.
You see that part? She became feminine. A lot of women don't know how to be feminine.
That's a good point.
They want to be strong and I can do
masculine
this. But she just gave you the key point right there. She became feminine. She changed her ways.
So that was the secret. So what are your tips to women that want to be a housewife? To embrace it. It's an actual job. You just can't get it in the public or private sector. Like you need a man to hire you for it. But that's okay. It's really easy. So if you think about it, like you want a lawyer, right? So then you should be a paralegal, or if you want a dentist, then you should be a dental hygienist. But these are considered, I guess, high value status professions. But I think that's a really good model that not enough women utilize, because women will bully the woman who is the secretary that married the doctor. Okay, but who has the last laugh? Like her in her big mansion with her husband who's high and the baby. Like that's who has the last laugh.
That's who will have the last laugh. Hold up, let me pause.
Is she from another nation?
I believe so. But that just shows you what other women of other nations are doing. You find a few black women in between, you feel me, that does this. And it ain't the fact that we bash our sisters. We love our sisters. We literally got a song called what? Hebrew Love. So you can't say we hate our sisters. We love our sisters.
Right.
And we got 12 flavors to choose from.
12 flavors. You know what I'm saying?
And
it's all right. And them 12 flavors are the best flavors in the world, man. That's all I got. Hey, man.
Are the best.
Israel got it all, man.
But this is the tripping out part. Now, even when y'all talk about Kevin Samuels and how he talk about how women should be small. Now, y'all would say most men don't like that. But most men don't like you going out getting BBLs either. Most men want to see you in your natural state. To say, look at her. She look nice. And she good. But she in her natural state.
And that's the thing. Like I'm like the wave of like the men are just saying like they prefer a woman that's natural looking all the way, even down to her hair, her afro. A woman's afro to a Israelite man or to a so-called black man, Hispanic or Native American, that natural hair is beautiful. But our women don't want to maintain that hair. I always ask, Eve, why don't y'all want to wear y'all natural hair? Oh, it's so much to deal with. You gotta maintain, you gotta pick it out. It just hurts all the time. I gotta braid it, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Well, the most High gave you that. So you have to maintain, just like how a brother has to maintain himself. It's gonna be a challenge, but it's your crown upon your head.
But this is the thing. Now I can agree with him to an extent. You feel me? Because the weather and how they done messed up everything here on this globe, it does messes with the hair. So they do have to find protective styles to put their hair in.
But that's understandable.
You feel me? But mind you, check out this sister from. You ever watched the movie Love and Basketball?
Yeah.
How she used to have her hair braided. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with putting your hair in a ponytail. Because it's yours, and the man gonna look at that and be like, "Oh." Yes. Even though in the movie, a lot of stuff went off about that because a lot of stuff went off about that movie. But at the end of the day, she was trying to compete with him. He was even trying to show her, "You can't compete with me. We're not on the same level." But because of his arrogance, and the Most High could do anything to you at any given time. Yes, he blew his knee out and all this other stuff, but he was at the sideline cheering for her with the baby. You feel me? But she didn't say, "Oh, because I got this and you got this, I'm gonna treat you like a weaker man."
Yeah, right.
She still loved that man and she dealt with that man. And that's a lot of things our sisters got to understand. When it comes to it at a certain point, that's what's going to have to happen. But let's dive back into the scriptures. We're on verse 22.
Verse 22.
And
when thou hast gotten a fruitful 22.
Verse
22. And hardly shall be accounted as spittle.
Yep.
But a married woman.
A what?
A married woman.
A harlot.
A married woman.
No, I'm single and independent.
A married woman.
Keep going.
Is a tower against death to her husband.
She's a tower against death to her husband.
A pillar of rest.
But this is the key thing. Woman is put here for a certain reason. Help me. You're supposed to assist the man in what he got going on. And you don't realize it. Encouraging words can go a long way when you're dealing with your man.
Yeah, man.
But our sisters wasn't wasn't raised that way.
A wicked woman maketh the knees weak.
Oh, that's what you about to go to?
Yeah, I'm about to get that.
So as you look for that, I'm gonna keep going then. So we gotta understand that even when it comes to these certain things dealing with our sisters, stuff has to change. Now, mind you, I ain't saying just go be submissive to a wicked man, because the next verse is gonna even let you in on a portion of who is given to who. You found it?
No, I'm still looking for it. Okay.
Read the next verse real quick and then look for it again. Verse 23.
A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man.
So if you're dealing with a wicked man, more than likely that woman is wicked as well, and vice versa. But keep reading.
But a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord.
And that's one of the things that as Israelites, when we strive to keep these laws, statutes, commandments, that's what we're looking for. And mind you, it's going to be hard to find these, because we understand to find something like that is precious and rare. That's a ruby. That's
more worth than rubies.
It's not more rubies, what?
It's more worth than rubies.
More worth.
It's worth
rubies.
More than rubies.
Yeah, it's worth more than rubies.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just giving you a comparison.
Right.
Because we understand that. But do the woman understand that? Because a woman want to be a queen so bad. She want that queen title. And a lot of sisters are calling themselves queens and are single. Not knowing that you need a king in order to give you that title as queen.
Yeah, right.
But you think you can just earn a title as queen without the man being a king. But you know who they try to follow after when they say stuff like that?
Cleopatra?
No. The Queen of England, another white woman. So at the end of the day, y'all still trying to follow behind this white woman. Keep reading.
A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Most High.
Yep.
A dishonest woman contemneth shame.
She has shame on her, but what?
But an honest woman will reverence her husband.
She will do what?
Reverence her husband.
Let's look up the definition of reverence. Let's get the definition of reverence. What is this honest woman going to do when she reverence her husband? You got it?
My phone moving slow, a lot.
You're about to make me pull it up since I can do it now. So everybody can see what the word reverence means. Oh, it's already up. Now bring up my what's it called.
Oh, I got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
What it say?
Reverence. Deep respect for someone or something.
Hey, what?
Deep respect for
deep respect. Keep going.
For someone or something.
What does it say?
Regard or treat with a deep respect.
So you just don't only respect them, you have a deep respect for them.
I got some synonyms for that.
Go for it.
High esteem, high regard.
Well,
let me see.
Everything you're gonna say, that's what the black woman don't have for the so-called black man.
They don't.
They don't have that for
They
us.
have no. Some of these women have no. Good point. Thanks for bringing that up. Like, okay, we was at camp. I'm gonna bring out a testimony. We was at camp last Shabbat, man. We doing flyer runs, and we was talking to this sister. She was like, "Oh, are y'all brothers from another camp?" I'm not gonna say the camp's name, or whatnot. He was like, "Oh, are y'all from another camp?" We was like, "No, we're not part of that camp. We part of the LOZ." So she was like, "Oh, I don't trust the." We started conversing with the woman, and then later on, the truth came out. She says, "Oh, I don't trust black men. I don't trust y'all." And then every time she was speaking, she kept saying, "Oh, y'all let that happen. Y'all did this. Y'all did that," as if she's not including herself in the situation that's going on today. She was pretty much like, she says that I have a man at home, a strong black man at home, but I don't trust black men. How is that respecting or holding high regard for your man? If he's taking care of the child that y'all laid together with, that you got walking in the store wearing yoga pants, like you say, brother, like yoga pants, but he's in the child's life. But you saying that you don't trust black men, but the same person you don't trust is holding it down for you and your child. How do you hold him in high regard? You just put shame upon that brother. And a lot of our women do that today.
Yep.
It is very wrong to be doing that because you have everybody's. I hear this thing a lot where women say, I can't find a good man. What are you doing to find a good man? Or who is the people that you are dealing with first?
No, first thing, what do you define a good man to be?
Exactly.
Because a lot of them say they want a God-fearing man. They say this. But do you know what a God-fearing man is?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because in order to find what a God-fearing man is, you have to dive into the scriptures so you know how to pinpoint what a God-fearing man is. But in order to find a God-fearing man, guess what you have to be?
A God-fearing woman.
Because let's go back up a little bit, because it literally just said that.
They just keep flipping slow.
Keep going.
A godly woman is given to him that fear of the
Yes.
that gun. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 26 and verse 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man.
So the men you be laying with, and you say, "Oh, I have a baby with him, but I won't marry him." Y'all meant for each other, but keep going.
But a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord.
So the God-fearing man is going to get a woman that is a godly woman, right, or a righteous woman. Because when you see the word godly, that's all it means. She's righteous. Righteous is keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, according to Deuteronomy 6:25. That's what righteousness is. So in order to get these things, one woman must have to be righteous. And guess what? A lot of our sisters is not that. A lot of our sisters take these brothers through hell. Hell. I have to say it because that y'all talk too much sometimes. Now, mind you, men have been out working, and some women like, but I go out and work too. Understandable. True indeed, you might go out and work. Now, if both of y'all going out and work, why y'all can't come home? Because mind you, everybody ain't going to be at that pinnacle of where they're making 100,000, 200,000, 300,000. But mind you, in this day and age, do you really need that much to survive? Only way you need that much if you trying to go out, you want the Birkin bags and you want to be in the flyest clothes day in and day out. That's the only reason why you need that amount of money. True indeed, you might have to cut back on some, but a lot of our sisters ain't willing to cut back on certain things to where they can put themselves in a position to where they can be winning in 4 to 5 years. It might take 4 to 5 years of grinding at this level, so after the 4 or 5 years, y'all can sit back and relax and breathe. But a sister want to tell you, no, I want to go on a vacation once a month. Yeah, but mind you, I done went to school and I done been in what is called when you go off to school, you got to do an internship. Now, I was at an internship where I was in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, working at a hotel called Kingston Plantation. These white folks will take a vacation for 3 to 4 months alone. Yeah, they ain't clocking, no clocking. That's the whole family. The husband, the wife, and the kids. That's the point. Now, if anybody is in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, go check this spot out called Kingston Plantation. When I tell you how big just the front part of this hotel is, they had nothing but houses in the beginning parts of it. Till you got back to where the hotel was. And the hotel was big as I don't know what, tall as I don't know what, sitting right on the beach. Many stars came there. Before he passed, Reggie White came there. You feel me?
That's crazy.
You had the Gracies was there. The Gracies is the MMA people.
That's crazy.
You feel me?
Yeah.
All these different type of people was here at this hotel. So I got to see that aspect of it. And dealing with and doing certain things there to see, like, dude, what do you do to where you can just take a 4-month vacation? And this is what all these women want. A lot of my sisters want the man. Now, this is the tripped out part. You want a man to get to that status, but when he start working a lot of hours, you'll go cheat on him. All we got to do is look at the TV show Cheaters. You'll go cheat on this man because he's not spending enough time with you.
That's sick, man.
How can he spend time with you, but you want the Birkin bag? Right. Now, this is why these sisters, in this day and age, go for the scammers. They go for the ones that's out there getting that PPP loans.
And that's the one that's leading them straight to destruction, man.
Straight to destruction.
There was this video, speaking of that, like that they want the scammers and whatnot. There was this dude, like a rapper named Sauce Walker.
Mm-hmm.
I was going through my my YouTube shorts and I ended up seeing he was saying something on the lines of, I will never love the B word. I'll never love the B word. I'll never love a woman in my life whatsoever. He's like, it's to the point like I'm not gonna even love my daughter. How sick could that be? He was like, if I had a daughter, I wouldn't even love her. Like, and this is the type of men some women want. That they yearn for, that they look at, they see that he got the money, he got the fame, he got all of that, and they want to go sleep with him. But then when they have a jit by him, the stuff that he's saying even on that YouTube short, and he start acting that out. Nah, they got a problem. Oh, I can't find no good men. Men ain't ish. Men ain't nothing but low down, dirty niggas. But you're the one that decided to spread your legs and lay with this man. That's why, man, brothers and sisters got to start proving these women, man. You got to prove these women. You got to prove these women and these brothers, because some of these brothers and sisters may have good intentions for the first two months. It sound good. They talking good. You thinking like, oh man, this this might be the one. But then you start seeing that demon come out. Mm-hmm. After them 2 months, them 3 months, now the wolf came from under the sheep's clothing, and now you got a headache for the rest of your life. Now you got to spend for the next 18, 20. Matter of fact, for the rest of your life, worrying about if this child gonna be all right. Worrying about if you can keep your head on straight while trying to hold down these scriptures, while you got to deal with a wicked woman or a wicked brother.
No, the crazy part is this, as you're saying that, right? Our sisters, now mind you, this is not a class about bashing our sisters. I gotta keep repeating that because y'all gonna think we up here just trying to bash the so-called black woman. And I call her the so-called black woman because she's not a black woman. She is an Israelite woman. Right. And all of them should be put back in a rightful position as the princesses and the daughters of Zion. Right. And that's why the Most High give you that title as daughters and princesses. Reason being is because that's the position you should hold. You should not want to let your feet touch the ground. Right. You feel me? And even with this, I got to touch on this. Because as I'm saying this, because I ain't even going to play that yet. Your girl, B. Simone. You know who B. Simone is?
Yeah, I definitely know.
B. Simone is that chick that be on Wild 'N Out. And she said something about Martin Luther King. Okay. Even though as we understand, because we Israelite men, so we understand certain things about Michael King. Right. That's his name to begin with. His name's not Martin Luther King. His name's Michael King. Right. True indeed, he understood at the end, he led his people into a burning house. Right. He understood that because he tried to use us to join hands with these other nations. And we just read earlier that we shouldn't give our strength to strangers. We shouldn't give what we have to another nation of people. We should be separate. We should only deal with our own people so we can get our own house clean. Right. When I say our own house, I'm talking about the Israelite house, because that's who the Most High is going to come to first, his own people. Right. And he's going to clean that house out. So 2/3 of our people must go so the 1/3 can do what they got to do and put this earth back in its rightful position. But she made these comments talking about he cheated, he's not a man, and how can you be a father if you cheated on your wife and all this other stuff? He's an okay guy. But if he did all those things and he's just an okay guy, what have you done for your community? So if he did all that and he cheated on his wife and he's an okay guy, and all you do is, I need a boyfriend nonsense, you ain't doing nothing for your community. So that means you're less than nothing right now. But that's the sad thing, because this is what women look towards. These podcasts with all the nonsense on it. And it's sad, man. It's a sad situation right now when it comes to that. But let me share this real quick. Let's see if this is I can get this to pop up. What is that? Oh, StreamYard is sharing your screen. Hope it ain't sharing my screen right now.
I think it's talking about the other. No, it was talking about that screen.
Yeah, but it wasn't on screen though. Screen 2, share, but darn, the volume. Well, let's see what it says here. I want to see what she says here because I just found it. Let's see what it said. This is one of the videos, but it's the one I really wanted to catch where these sisters were saying the craziest stuff in the world. Let's see what she said.
If I was more reliable, but scamming niggas gonna get you what you want. You got a scamming nigga right now? No. You got a non-father nigga?
See that?
I have nobody. Nigga right now? No.
Let's rewind that.
It is what it is. Scammer 9 to 5 year old. Oh, that was quick. Oh, you had this playing down. She had this playing down.
She said
that's her whole model right.
She said a scammer 9 to 5 drug dealer. How does that work? She said a scammer.
What the heck? Oh, darn. I done did too much right there. It's a lot. I don't know what just happened.
So she really said a scammer 9 to 5 drug dealer.
Yeah.
A unicorn. That's what she basically call it. A unicorn.
Yeah, because she's saying she want all kind of stuff.
She want the bad boy, but the responsibility of a good guy, but the money of a drug dealer.
Yeah.
That's what she's saying. She want the bad boy of a scammer. No, she want the money of a scammer, the responsibility and obligation as a 9 to 5 working man, and then she wants the bad boyness of a drug dealer. That's what she's looking for. A purebred unicorn. That's what she wants.
She wants unbelievable. She wants something that she ain't gonna get.
And mind you, this is taught behavior. This is like a taught thinking pattern of our people, man.
Yep.
They see that the fast money is good, that they see the money come in and they just flossing it.
You're with another up.
My bad. No, because I was trying to get it back there to what the other sister said first. Because again, this brother here doing the podcast on it. What it's called? I think this is the Poor Man Podcast. No, this ain't the Poor Man Podcast. This Black Light. But you got another cat that's with the Poor Man Podcast. He be on the same thing, talking about certain stuff. All right, let me share the screen again. Dang, it's a lot. I want to make sure it don't jump to us.
Notification bill, all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and get into this. Let's go ahead and spin the clip. Get into it. Who are the type of guys you prefer? Scammer, drug dealer, or 9 to 5? Drug dealer. I want him to move that way.
Now, why?
Respectfully, it is what it is. Scammer 9 to 5 drug dealer.
So she put it in order. Scammer, 9 to 5 drug dealer. So
9 to 5 is more reliable, but scammer niggas gonna get you what you want.
See what I did? Did I not just see that?
And they have nobody. She has nobody, but she want that.
Damn, she's lonely. Damn. She's taking application for the winter.
But you see, look how she dressed on top of it.
But that doesn't make sense.
Look.
She said that she tells the world that she wants a 9 to 5, but in her heart,
And look at her. Look at how she walking around with a Coke 45. I gotta pause it for a minute. She walking around with a Coke 45.
That ain't Coke. That's she got a Coke 45.
Yeah, old English.
And then she has a bottle of Patron in her hand.
She probably got that from somebody or took it from somebody. Somebody left it at the table or something.
A bottle of
Patron.
Patron. And then you say, I want a scammer.
But this is the
thing. A scammer.
So all we doing here tonight is just bringing out certain things about our sisters. Don't worry. we're gonna touch on our brothers as well. Because some of
We
our brothers,
brothers ain't safe.
no, because y'all do the wildest stuff as well. We deal with them in the streets. We go talk to them to their face, and a lot of them are ignorant. Hate to say it, a lot of my brothers are ignorant.
Yes, sir.
They don't want to hear, and they showed us don't like reasoning with you. Camp last week trying to talk to an older cat who just want to be disrespectful. You 59, you should be teaching me something and acting like a 59-year-old,
right?
But
being an elder,
as you should. But you literally have the mind of a 12-year-old.
That's sick.
So don't get it twisted. We deal with our brothers as well.
Right.
Please don't get it twisted.
Right.
But next week, most high willing, we can get here and get it on time, because I want to bring out all these mass shootings that's going on. It's a lot of mass shootings going on, and it's big. Now, every few years, it calms down, and it picks back up.
Yep.
And then it's every other week you hear about a mass shooting, or once a week you hear about a mass shooting.
And don't forget, China trying to claim Taiwan, just like how Russia did Ukraine. China trying to take over Taiwan, man.
Now, mind you, if you didn't know, you should have tuned in last week. I mean, not last week, but yesterday we went over the scriptures dealing with World War III.
Right.
You feel me? So check that out on the Bring That Out show. It was a show that we did just yesterday, dealing with World War III and how all these different nations are trying to get back a certain landmass like it was in the olden days, to where they think they got next.
Right.
They don't have next. We got next. When I say we, the children of Israel got next.
That's right.
So, but right now, this is time for us to try to get our households clean. This is time that we should be sweeping out the closets, as they say, spring cleaning.
Yeah, sifting out the muck, man.
What you called it?
Sifting out the muck, man.
Sifting out the muck?
Yeah.
This is what we got to do. We have to do that. But let's dive back into these scriptures. Read that for me. We have verse 25.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 25.
And this is the hard one right here, because what we just witnessed was that. Read that.
A shameless woman.
A what?
A shameless woman.
One more time for him.
A shameless woman.
A shameless woman, meaning you have no shame in your game. I want to drug dealer. I want a scammer. I want all that. And you holding all this liquor in your hand. You are a drunkard of rip. Of rip. But what shall a shameless woman be counted as?
A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
As what?
As a dog.
Did I say dog?
As a dog.
We already know what a female dog is. Keep reading.
But she that is shamefaced,
meaning she that is shamefaced, she's not out there like that. She know how to control herself. She know how to drink in moderation. Because again, there's nothing wrong with drinking. It's how are you drinking? Are you out in the open with your drinking? Because every woman we are seen in this little clip, all of them dressed shamelessly. They're not shamefaced with the clothes they have on. But keep reading.
But she that is shamefaced will fear the Most High.
The same way we were just talking about a woman that want a God-fearing man, she should be a God-fearing woman. Keep reading.
A woman that honoreth her husband.
A woman that does what?
A woman that honoreth her husband.
So that's one of the main things to be a God-fearing woman is you got to honor your husband. Keep going.
So shall be judged wise of all.
She shall be what?
Shall be judged wise of all.
So if you're a woman that does not honor your husband, guess what? You're not wise. How hard can it be? Damn, woman, you want to be wise? Honor your husband. And every man will look at that husband like, dude, you got a wise wife. How could you be so lucky? He's going to get the praise of all the men around him because how you act. Because the Most High done put blessings on him. Because of you. But y'all listen to what R. Kelly said about, get that for me, Proverbs 18:22. I believe it's Proverbs 18:22. I wish I had the clip where he said the song. Let me see it. I believe it's Proverbs 18:22.
18:22. Who's findeth a wife?
Yeah. Read that.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 18 and verse 22. Whoso findeth a wife, findeth a good thing.
But what we just read previously, that all wives are not good wives. Some wicked wives is given to a portion to a wicked man. So yes, you have found the favor of the Most High, because the Most High is showing you who you are through the woman you got.
Right.
That's the favor of the Most High. Because the Most High tells you off rip, choose between fire and water.
Pick your poison, man.
Pick your poison. We can't even say that.
You can't even pick. Yeah,
you can't even say that.
Pick the medicine or pick your poison.
Nah, because he said it is. Choose fire or water. Choose water. He's telling you what to choose. Yeah, but guess what our people want to do? Nah.
Let me touch the fire. Let me put my hand around the fire. And then they get burned.
Nah, this is the trip that part. Ain't nothing different than when your mama told you, do not touch the stove. And guess what as a child? Guess what every child did?
Got burnt.
And now your mama looking at you. Now your finger down there blistering up. Yep. You might put some butter and some cold water on it. Right. You might even still get a spanking.
Right.
Because I just told you not to do that. But you so hard-headed, and guess what? Israel is hard-headed.
Oh, and you may not know how long that injury might last. It could be for a couple of days. It could be a month. It could be 2. Or it could be 6. Or it could be a year. Or it could be for the rest of your life.
No, the crazy part is the scars that it leaves.
Yeah, good point.
It might leave a scar.
Right.
You see how? Oh man, all praises to the Most High, man. All praises to. You know what? Darn it! I gotta pull the scripture now. Gotta pull the scripture because they're gonna be like, "That's not in the Bible. What? That's not in the Bible."
What?
Choose ye this day. I forget where because I was just reading and I forgot where I was reading it at. Is it Ezra? Oh, 15 and 2. Sirach, 15, 16.
Huh?
Sirach, 15, 16. Yep. And I'll be going over Sirach. Sirach got so much information in it, man.
Sirach 15 is the book of Sirach, chapter 15, verse 16. Good. He hath set fire and water before thee. Stretch forth thine hand unto whether thou
start at 14.
Because
14. We about to get this understanding about even dealing with free will.
Verse 14. He himself made man from the beginning and left him in his hand of his counsel.
And left him in the hand of his counsel.
If thou wilt to keep the commandments and to perform acceptable faithfulness, he hath set fire and water before thee. Stretch forth thine hand unto whether thy wilt. Before man is life and death. And whether him liketh shall be given him.
You got life and death. Whatever you want, that's what. Stretch your hand to that, and the Most High is going to give it to you.
Right.
Keep going.
For the wisdom of the Most High is great. And he is mighty in power, and beholdeth all things. And his eyes are upon them that fear him, and knoweth every work of man. He hath commanded no man to do wickedly, neither hath he given any man license to sin.
So if he didn't give you a license to sin, he didn't command you to do wickedly. Guess what he's telling you to do?
Keep commandments, man.
Keep the commandments. Choose water. Choose water. And where?
Choose peace. Choose peace.
So you can't get around that.
Sword, man.
You can't get around that, man.
But I'm just bewildered, or like I'm just flat out like in shock that you have young, beautiful Eves that are making these statements. I want a drug dealer, or I want a scammer 9 to 5. I want a scammer 9 to 5 drug dealer. You're looking for something that is materialistic. You're only going to find the problems dealing with these set of men. But then they have the audacity of when they deal with these men, and when these men are treating them like straight garbage, like straight trash, then they go on Instagram and all their social media platforms and say, there is no good men out here. You have good men out here that are keeping these laws, that are doing what they need to do, but you're not looking for them in the right places. You're not following the scriptures to figure out if these men are good or bad.
Deuteronomy 30 and 15. There's the back that scripture we were just reading. Deuteronomy 30, verse 15.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, and verse 15.
See, I have set before thee this day life and good and death and evil.
Same thing as what it said in Sirach. Keep going.
In that I commanded thee this day to love the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways, and to keep his commandments and his statutes and his judgments, that thou mayest live and multiply.
Yep.
But and the Lord thy God shall bless thee in the land whither thou go to possess it.
Yep.
Keep reading.
Keep reading.
But if thine heart turn away, so that thou wilt not hear, but shalt be drawn away and worship other gods,
Money,
and worship other gods,
materialistic things,
and worship other gods,
Birkin bags,
and worship other gods,
all the foolishness of this world.
and worship other gods,
Keep reading.
and serve them,
Uh-huh.
I denounce unto you this day
Keep going.
that ye shall surely perish,
Yep.
and that ye shall not prolong your days upon the land, whether thou passest over Jordan to go to possess it.
Yep. Keep going.
I call heaven and earth to record this day against you.
What he did?
I call heaven and earth to record this day against you.
And that's what this class is. We're recording. The Most High and the angels are watching. Everything is being recorded. Keep going.
That I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore, choose life.
Do what?
Choose life.
No, go ahead and choose death.
Choose life.
No, go ahead and choose the evil.
Choose life.
Start at the top of that again, man.
I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death.
He set before you fire and water. Keep reading.
Blessing and cursing.
Again, fire and water. Do what?
Therefore, choose life.
Choose the water. Keep reading.
That both thou and thy seed may live.
May do what?
May live.
It's just that simple, man. It's just that simple. That's how the Most High. Well, then you gotta keep going. But that's how the Most High works. He's going to give you the understanding in his scriptures. All you got to do is abide by it. That's it. He's taking all the work out of it for you. Do what I tell you to do. And that's that. That's that, man. Let me hide that. I'm going to put this up here again. Oh, God darn it. Something went wrong. I'm going to put this up here again because I wanted some people to try to log in. You feel me? Copy. I wanted some people to try to even, if you had a stream where to come in and put your word in. You feel me? Put your word in. Give me a little saying or something. It's open to anybody. As we wait on that, I'm going to see what play some more of this craziness. Let me play some more of this craziness. Share this again, man. Start share. This is why they come in. Oh. Oh, I got it in my Chrome tab. Okay. That's why.
And it's like, like being an Israelite and hold on, it says from Freddie Ellis, do you think that this fit that First Ezra's 4:26-27?
Go ahead, grab it. Because I was talking about something. I don't know why it just popped up now.
You said that you want to scare her in public, makes you look like an idiot. I mean, but the funny thing is, how quick these women answer
Without even giving a thought to it, man.
for the scam over a 9-to-5 guy. You would think that that there's a positive stigma around scammers. And
Yeah.
that it's almost like it's almost promoted. only
Con.
to date them, at least in our community.
He could say that.
There's another places where like the outlaws are, you know what I mean? They're the most wanted men in the community. So, but let me know what you guys do. Jump down the conversation. Let's keep it going.
Because we didn't
Look at that. Look at that.
What she did?
Somebody walked by and just said that. You feel me?
Like one of you females crazy?
Again, shameless dog. They shall be counted as a dog. The shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. As we literally said, as somebody walked up, who are you? Who are you, dog?
And
that's the crazy part, man.
Because what that basically does is like it craps on the men that really are trying to do good and that trying to, you know, be the best that they can be for a potential wife or
that's crazy
for the potential wife that they're gonna get, you know. But you know, this society has set unbelievable standards for what a man should be, you know, but they didn't set a standard on how a woman should be. A woman can be a woman. It's the excuse when a woman acts out of term or acts belligerent. The first term that they use is they're a woman. It's okay because they're a woman. Even from when they're a child, oh, she's just being a girl. That's how girls just act. But no, they have to be held to a certain standard. Just like how women, just like how men are, just like how that our men are held to a certain standard, women have to be placed in that same category. You know, you're gonna have to hold some type of responsibility.
Yep.
You know, I had a conversation with the Akim and I said and I was telling them this, that the hardest thing that people have an issue with is obligation and responsibility. Mm-hmm. That is the biggest issue for Israel is obligation and responsibility. The woman wants a good man, but she doesn't want the obligations and responsibilities to maintain and hold on to that good man.
Exactly. They don't, again.
She wants to be free. She wants to be a so-called quote unquote free spirit. It doesn't work like that in scriptures. You have to be held down to something, to a requirement, in order to obtain the dream man that they're looking for.
They're not going to do it.
They have to move a certain way. They have to present themselves a certain way. Mm-hmm. They have to talk a certain way, just like how a man has to do the same thing. He has to present himself a way. He has to talk a certain way.
Which way they should be talking and presenting themselves?
With the scriptures.
But guess what? This is why this world is turned
upside down, topsy-turvy.
Because nobody is going to do what the Most High told them to do.
Absolutely right.
Everybody knows more than the Most High.
Absolutely right.
Pull that script out with my boy El Yasharala called that. What First Ezra 4?
This is the book of First Ezra, chapter 4 and verse 26.
You go along.
Come on, yeah.
Read that.
Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for a woman and become servants for their sakes. Many also have perished, have erred and sinned for women.
Now, mind you, if you understand what's going on right here in Second Ezra, it was a conversation going on between three people that wanted to bet the king something.
Oh, come on.
That's what that story.
That's what I was looking for. That story.
That there's a powerful story, man. You feel me? I did a class on it one time in here, dealing with the three contrasters. One said, "Oh God, this is what is this?" I forget how it goes. Matter of fact, let me see. I'm gonna go to the top of it real quick. Let's see what they had betted.
And like to say, we're not trying to bashing on women because we love our women. We want all of Israel to be married. I want to see brothers married. I want to see them having kids. I want to see Israel being fruitful, man. That's what we want to see. But we don't want our women. We don't want our women to be going astray.
Read.
Just like we don't want our brothers going astray.
Read that right there. 4 and 5. Read 4 and 5. It's right there.
This is the book of First Ezra, chapter 3 and verse you want to start verse 4.
This is where that story comes from, because this is what was going on. Read that.
Then 3 young men that were of guard that kept the king's body spake with one to another.
So these 3 young men that guarded the king's body, they spoke one to another. What they talked about?
Let every one of us speak a sentence. He that shall overcome, and whose sentence shall seem wiser than the others.
So 3 of them came together and they said, man, we're going to speak a sentence. Whoever sentence is wiser than another, what we going to do?
Unto him shall the king Darius give great gifts and great things in token of victory. As to be clothed in purple, to drink in gold, and to sleep upon gold, and a chariot with bridles of gold, and a headtire of fine linen, and a chain about his neck. And he shall sit next to Darius because of his wisdom, and shall be called Darius his cousin.
That's it. All right. So I got a brother that done logged in. You got to share the screen with add on this brother. Let's see what he got to say. Shalom.
Shalom.
You can hear me out?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Can't hear him.
Hit your mute button. See what your mute looking like. I think I got you unmuted. Yeah, you muted for some reason.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, you can hear me now?
Mute mic.
You hear me now, right?
I can't hear him.
Hold on. You might mute it. Hit the mute button one more time for me.
So muted.
It's still muted.
No, it's unmuted now.
Yeah,
No,
you hear me
No,
now?
the mute button came up when you pressed the mute.
That's unmute.
Okay, you can hear me?
Oh, they say they can hear him, but we can't.
Y'all can hear him? Okay, darn. Something wrong with my speaker over here then.
Probably could go on the live on YouTube to hear what he's saying.
Fine, I'm gonna do that. Let me see that.
Because that don't make perfect sense. See how that works.
Hold on,
All right.
There's gonna be a delay. I'm gonna hit the mute over here.
All right.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
Yeah, I can hear you on this side. I don't know why I can't hear you through my computer.
Okay. You hear me now?
What you got for me, King?
All right. Basically,
Yeah, I done did some, as they say, nigga red.
All right. Basically, I think we're to a point like, like when you check the brothers, right? There's no, okay, we're not bashing the brothers. My thing is, why do we have to set that for the sisters, Why do they automatically assume, like, when we checking them that we bashing them? You understand? Because I believe because since the 60s, it been things set up where nobody could tell the black woman nothing. You understand? So they so used to living a life of lawlessness. So as soon as you say something, oh, you bashing them. But when we check the brothers, is correction. So why would anybody even think in their mind, we bashing them? We're not bashing them. We love them. We telling them good things with them. So I think that word bashing should really come out some of their vocabulary. You feel me?
You dead on. Why they do that? I don't know. But we have to re-illustrate that we're not doing it because they're going to literally look at it like we're doing that to them when we're not doing that to them.
But I
Con.
think that is also is that
Go ahead.
their emotions get wrapped up in it. Like
Weaker vessel.
Yes, like just like even for some brothers, like when you cutting a brother, you know, he may feel some type of way because he's not seeing it from as a standpoint of, oh, these brothers love me, that they're willing to tell me these things. Just like a woman, sometimes I think she gets, you know, sometimes flustered or upset because that person is getting on them out of care, but she might not think about it in that way of, oh, he's only telling me this to better myself and to elevate rather than, you know, rather than elevate than being a hindrance. I don't think they see it in that way. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Yeah, it creates a situation like you're walking on eggshells trying to correct them, you know, because now you're gonna look like a black woman hater, you know. They already called me that, but it don't matter. But why do I have to walk on eggshells to say, listen, what this is wrong? You understand? It's because the black woman hasn't been checked since the 60s, since they went for equality. It was actually more than equality. It was actually them running the show, you know. Like for example, my rib, if and I tell her, I said, listen, I'm not gonna be the female up in here. If you're not submissive, the woman demands that the man be submissive. That's what I see a lot of times, you know. 'Cause I'm like, hold up, so you're not gonna do what I say, but you want me to do what you say. You understand? So it's not even to the point where they don't want to be submissive. They want to actually run the whole show. Right now, I don't know. Right now, it just moved to a whole nother level. You understand? To where they try to run the whole show. So it's like to extreme level, and that comes from, you know, these sisters not getting, you know, corrected through years, and it becomes like a regular day thing. You know, y'all can hear me, right? Through years, and it becomes like a regular day.
No, because right now the reason why we ain't saying nothing because I'm looking at it through my phone, so I'm waiting for you to finish talking, then I can respond. But
I
everything you're
got you.
saying is
I
on point
got you.
right now, man. That
Okay,
thing is on
okay.
point.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So right now, that I got to figure out why I can't hear you through my computer. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I got to have put headphones on because I see you got yours on. I'm using my mic, but I don't know why the sound is not coming back to me. So I got to figure that
Okay.
part out for me so I can even do it again next week. Because every week now, I'm gonna try to incorporate this so I can have brothers, sisters log in and hop into the conversation. Because this is a family thing that we're doing here, and we want to get everybody feedback on what's going on in our communities. Because the only way our community can get fixed if we fix it.
Con.
That's the only way.
And one more thing I noticed too, like with some Israelite sisters that they'll have like a certain I would say like not not submissive but like rebellion towards men, right? And I believe it comes with a certain doctrine. Maybe I might be mistaken. I believe a lot of times when a lot of these women they fall to this virgin birth doctrine. You understand? And I believe they don't see they're looking for a superwoman in the scriptures. You understand? So
Con.
basically this so they have this virgin birth doctrine. They looking for this superwoman in the scriptures, and these are the females that I mostly see that act this way. I mean, I'm not sure if y'all see it too, but majority of
Yeah,
these
I see it.
females, or they're in the community, the black woman is God. You understand? And when I
Yep.
look at it, it looked like they're going to the same trick from the Garden of Eden. You understand? It's just repackaged. You understand? You could be like God. You could be like the man. You understand?
Yep.
You could be like God. It's the same thing repackaged and brought up, you know, brought to these days and time, you know. And I
Yeah, we
believe
brought
that
that out
doctrine,
last week.
yeah, con. And I believe that doctrine need to get crushed as much time y'all gonna go crush that virgin birth, because they in it deep. I don't know if some of them will get up out of that, but
Yeah.
a
But
lot
mind
of
you, as we
sisters in
teach
that
here
street.
sometime, that is one of the marks of the beast. Believing in that virgin birth. Believing God loves everybody, that John 3:16. And to say whatever they taught are people in Christianity. Every doctrine in Christianity is damn near the mark of the beast because it teaches
Con.
them to be lawless. It teaches them what you just said. That's why I put the comment back up what the brother just put. That's Esau doing to the so-called empowerment of the woman. That was that snake in the garden, and that's them again through the Willie Lynch syndrome and everything else. They constantly keep doing it and repackaging it and bringing it right back to us. Ain't nothing new under the sun. When they said that in Isaiah 3:12, he'll make a new thing in the earth. The woman shall compass the man. They did that before. We broke it, we beat it down, and it came right back. Ain't nothing
Right back.
new in this earth.
Con.
So, but we at that point again where we got to break it down. That's why one of the reasons I had to do this class is where they really talked about Kevin Samuels. Mind you, we talked about Kevin Samuels as well. You feel me? But some points he talked about was on point. Everything wasn't on point because he wasn't using these scriptures.
Right.
But they literally celebrated this man's death. How you want to celebrate your brother dying?
Thank God, this brother dead. That's sick.
They threw a party.
I got a lot of phone calls. They laugh at Kevin dead because they know I watch Kevin, right? But I took what I could take out of it because I knew some of the
Exactly.
truth.
Right.
Sometimes he'll bring up scriptures, but there's some things way off. You understand?
Right.
Exactly.
And I don't promote somebody to watch, somebody that's not in the truth for knowledge. Because if you're not strong, you'll start
You get caught up.
going correct. Like over here, you're gonna get the knowledge. You're not
Right.
getting iron mixed with clay. You feel me?
Right.
You're not
Right.
getting that BS, and I mean, I know I'm smart enough to watch it and not get those concepts, But
Yeah.
yeah, they was really celebrating. They have it because you know why? The main thing is because the black woman don't want to lose this lawless power. She want to
Yep.
still be able to be ratchet, to do anything. That's not for all the sisters. I mean, there's a lot of. I'm not talking about all the sisters. There's a lot of wonderful sisters, But
Right.
the ones that really don't want to get the correction, that's what they fall to, I mean,
Yep.
those people are like wicked to them, They hate them that rebuke in the streets, even though he wasn't an elder or teacher, but he was correcting them in certain ways, And
Mm-hmm.
they don't want that correction. They want to still live that power that Esau give them,
Right.
Yeah.
But I ain't about to hold you up. I'm glad you chimed in. I'm so happy you chimed in. You seem like you on that big rig, and you're running
Yeah, I'm on the road.
that.
Con. Hey, appreciate it. Appreciate the call.
All right, thank you, King.
All right, brother.
All right, Shalom. All praise be to the Most High right there, man. Hey, that's why I put it in. Most High willing that more brothers and sisters will log in and have this dialogue with us as we go through the scriptures on any topic that we on. I have no problem with anybody logging in if you disagree with us or agree with us. The objective is coming together and understanding what we got to do to fix our community. And we always going to be scripture based here, and we're going to use these scriptures to the fullest. So I keep bringing my one brother up in Duval County, you feel me? Yehuda. So that brother called in at one point, and we went over, should we shave the beard and everything? But we came to an understanding that, hey, until the Most High come back, we know in part and we prophesy in part. And I say that about all my brothers that's in all the different variety of schools. ISUBK, Sons of Thunder, Sakari. Now, mind you, Sakari is one of our main groups we chill out and hang out with. They help us out, we help them out. We attend both of each other's functions. So even when they did what they did for their Passover at that one point, we dealt with it. We still hang out with them brothers. Ain't no ill will between us. I love it when one of the brothers from ISUBK come into the room. So in ISUBK, as you know, them brothers in New York, and they go hard. They up on the General Yohana and all the different captains over there and the other generals over there. They be bringing out information. Hey man, we know in part, we prophesy in part. To the Most High send His Son back. Hey, we're gonna keep rocking and keep standing this truth. And all these different varieties of schools, we're gonna bring this truth out. And we always gonna. And one thing we all believe in is we got to keep these law, statutes, commandments. We got to get our community right. And Hamashiach Yahushua is the so-called black man. We ain't bending on that for nobody. That's what we standing on when we come to these scriptures, and that's what we're gonna stand on repeatedly. We got to get our family right. We got to get this order back right. I'm gonna keep repeating it. Keep these law, statutes, and commandments. All praise be to the power of Abraham, the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob. For truly His mercy endure forever. I praise and I pray that the Most High send His righteous angels amongst all those that are logged in, that we can escape the fiery darts from Hashatan, and that we can get out of this captivity. I quick as possible. I is Hebrew for now. Hey, and with that, I'm gonna say shalom again. The water for everybody logging in. I'm gonna be back next week, Most High willing, and we're gonna be diving into all these shootings. Now, mind you, as we dive into these shootings, we're still gonna be touching on our brothers and our sisters and what we need to do to get ourselves right. And with that, I say shalom, family.